Right everyone, it is Finn here, and today's going to be a slightly different kind of video, if I can call it that. Essentially, without beating around the bush too much, things are going to change from now on. Now, what exactly do I mean by that? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. Just in terms of myself moving forward and in terms of this channel moving forward, I feel like it is time for change. I feel like there is a need for change. No, that doesn't mean I'm quitting YouTube. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop making videos. It just means that the kind of content and the amount of times I upload, my consistency is going to change from time to time. Purely because, I've got a lot going on for me at the moment. And above that, I've also got a few mental health things that I kind of need to sort out, a few personal things that I feel like I really need to start dealing with. As I said, this is kind of going to be like a life update video, if you want to call it that. Recently I got into some new work. I'm now working for a company, which is flippin' awesome. I think that it has potential to get super busy, but you know what? I enjoy it and I think it could go really, really well. On top of that, I still go to college, so I do need to pass my classes. I don't want to waste my parents' money. I don't think they would really appreciate that. And as I said, on top of that, mentally, I feel like I need a tiny bit of a break. I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, which is, for some people it doesn't sound like that long a time, but I feel like it is a really long time. I don't know how many videos I've done, around maybe 400 videos. And I have to say, from time to time, I don't always enjoy making content. And the reason I'm making a video like this is, no, it's not a call for attention. Look, I'm not a massive YouTuber. I'm not one that will get like thousands of views on this video. But you know what? I kind of have to look at the reason to why I started YouTube. Now, the reason I started YouTube about 3 years ago, as I said, was kind of as a coping mechanism. Now, I've never said this on my channel, I don't think so, but about 3 years ago, basically, my dad fell really sick. It was obviously said that he had cancer. Obviously, he had cancer for about a year or two. He's all good now, but I was in a very bad mental place at that stage. I was obviously in my final year of school. I was in matric. I was writing my finals. So mentally, I wasn't in a good place, and I needed a place to kind of express myself, to kind of relax and let go. And that's kind of why I started YouTube, as a place to let go. Now, as I've been doing YouTube over the last 3 or so years, the possibility of me making it my job one day, that's kind of always been in my head. I've now got a monetized YouTube channel. I kind of make money off of this channel now, which is really awesome. Enough to live off of? Definitely not. I can probably buy about 4 cans of Coca-Cola with my monthly revenue, but that's not the point. What the point is I need to remember why I started this YouTube channel. I started it as a hobby, as a coping mechanism to feel better. And I feel like I've put a lot of pressure on myself over the last few years to really make it work. And that's not good. You cannot turn your coping mechanism into something that is going to be stressful for you, something that's going to create a lot of pressure for you. And over the last, I would say, few months, even the last few years, I've struggled a lot in terms of mental health. I've recently started to see a counselor in the last few months or so, which I would highly recommend. Yes, it's not going to work straight off the bat. The first session you go into, it isn't going to work immediately. But if you go for a few sessions, you'll start to learn a few things about yourself, and it definitely starts to help. I'm also on 1 or 2 things now that kind of helps my anxiety, that kind of takes the edge off a tiny bit. So I guess that kind of helps. But at the end of the day, I need to start working a tiny bit on myself. As I said, I know I'm not a huge YouTuber with thousands of subscribers that are going to see this. I'm not doing this as an attention-seeking thing, but I need to remember why I started this channel. I kind of wanted to be a role model to people. That's kind of why I started this. I wanted to influence people. I guess that's the job title I'm in, an influencer. But looking at YouTubers I watch, a Jacksepticeye, for example. Now, he's been talking about mental health for years now, and he's taken months off this year for his own mental health. And I need to remember the reason I started this is because I wanted to have the same impact on people that he does. I want to be a role model, and I want to send this message out. If it helps one person, if it helps 2 people, That's fine. It doesn't need to help absolutely everybody that watches this video. It doesn't need to help thousands of people. I mean, I know my channel. This video is probably going to get like 20 views. But if this video helps someone, that's all I care about. I want to tell people that mental health, it's okay not to be okay, as long as you're working on yourself and as long as you're trying to deal with it. Don't keep doing things that aren't going to help you in terms of your anxiety, in terms of your pressure. Because something I've learned about myself over the last few months is I have crippling anxiety. It sets me down hardcore and I struggle with it from time to time. I get super depressed. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while now, you'll realize that over the last month or two, I've been uploading less and less and less, sometimes only once a week, where there was a stage where I uploaded every single day. And I'm just trying to be easy on myself too. For example, I mean, I've started going to gym a lot more. I've been doing things that make me relax a lot more between work and between college and that. I go out for a cup of coffee with my dog and I kind of just sit there and I kind of just think to myself. I'm trying to help my mental health a lot more because I think that is something that is really, really important. As I said, I'm kind of making this video to kind of explain why I haven't been uploading as much lately. And as I said, going forward, I want to kind of change the content that I'm making. As you guys saw my previous video I made predicting England's squad for the 2026 World Cup, I knew that wasn't going to be a video that would do super well on this channel. But you know what? It was a fun video to make and I enjoyed making it. As I said, I started YouTube as a coping mechanism. So therefore, I want to make content that I enjoy making. If you guys enjoy it, if you guys don't end up enjoying that, that's fine. But I want to make YouTube something that I enjoy once more. I don't want to put the pressure on myself anymore. I mean, for this video alone, I recorded 10 intros. Why would I do that in a video where I talk about kind of looking after myself? It is not necessary. As I said, I need to work on myself and I feel like it is important to send that message that other people need to work on themselves. I'm not always okay. Sometimes I'm really not okay. And that's when I have to step back and I have to look after myself. And I feel like other people have to do the same. As I said, I know maybe I don't have the biggest following and I'm not going to reach the most people in terms of this message. But if I help 1 or 2 people, that's all I really care about. And also starting this channel, I know people are thinking, oh, but you just make football content. No one's really here for you. They care about the football content. As I said, I started this channel because I wanted to influence people. I kind of want to personalize this channel more. And I've been wanting to do that for a very long time. I kind of want to build a community where almost whatever kind of content I make, people will kind of be interested in that. I want to make it more personal. I want to do Q&As. I want you guys to learn more about me. I want to learn more about you. I want to personalize the kind of content that I make on this channel. I want to make it more fun. I don't want to be so disciplined in terms of, oh no, this is trending at the moment in the world of football. I need to talk about this right now. I don't want to put that pressure on myself. If I want to make a video, I'm going to make that video from now on. And if I don't want to, I'm not going to end up doing that. Look, in terms of my regular weekly predictions for the Premier League and the Champions League, probably still going to try and do that just because I do kind of enjoy them. And I mean, they do relatively well on this channel. But in terms of other content, I'm going to try and make more fun content in the future. If that's something you want to stick around for, if you're subscribed and you're not really interested in that kind of stuff, that's fine. You don't have to stay. As I said, I'm not going to put pressure on myself anymore to make YouTube my main thing. As I said, I've got work at the moment. I'm really enjoying that work and I don't have that pressure to make YouTube my main thing anymore. I started it as a hobby. I started it because I wanted to enjoy it and influence people, and that is the path that I need to set once more. If I go on a road trip, although it's not football related, I'm going to record that road trip. I'm going to have a fun time doing that. If I do something really, really cool or really, really fun, or if I just want to talk to you guys, or if I want to play a game, for example, I'm going to try to do that from now on. As I said, started YouTube as a coping mechanism. I started it because I thought it would be fun. Therefore, I'm going to make YouTube fun once again for me. I want to enjoy the content that I make. I do want you guys to enjoy the content as well. But as I said, I want to personalize this channel a tiny bit. I feel like I've kind of run out of things to say. As I said, I feel like that's all I kind of have to say. But guys, please look after your mental health. It is so important to you. If you are doing something that you are not enjoying, try to change that. Or let's say you're working, for example. example, I don't know what the average age of my audience is, but if you are going to school, if you're going to work and you can't necessarily just change your school or work that you are doing, in your free time, when you've got time, look after yourself. Whether you go to gym because you enjoy exercising, whether you go see a counselor, because as I said, that has really helped me. I feel I've still got a very long way to go, but it does help. If you like going to your local coffee shop once a day, just sit there, not talk to anyone for half an hour, that's okay. Give yourself a break and do what you end up enjoying. As I said, I'm going to take things slightly easier on this channel. I'm going to look after myself. I'm not necessarily going to take a break, I don't think, or at least I don't think so. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys are doing well. Please look after yourselves. As I said, yeah, this has been your boy, Finn, FYNN. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, I love and appreciate every single one of you. Cheers.